I've been on Roblox since 2016. Back then, my friends and I used to play obbies, and not even like the weird creative kind. No, we played the classic mega fun obby with a trillion stages. Then we played tycoons and simulators after that, and even though Superhero Tycoon wasn't the most well thought out and high effort game, for some reason or another, I had fun. Anyone who tells you that 2018 Roblox had better games or that it was a golden year is just lying to you. It's all nostalgia based code. Modern Roblox has some of the highest quality and well thought out games the platform has ever seen, from Deep Ocean to Pressure to Regular Elevator, but for some reason, it doesn't feel fun anymore. You might be asking yourself why a legal adult is complaining about not enjoying a kid's game, which would actually be a pretty decent question, not gonna lie. But an arguably better one is the title of this video, and one of the answers to that is that we're not 12 years old anymore. Listen, when I was 12, the only things I would think about were Teletubbies and my grades. Sometimes. But now we aren't 12 years old anymore, and we haven't been 12 years old for a long time. Presumably. You might be stressed out about college or a job application or taxes that the government expects you to calculate by yourself for some reason. What I'm trying to say here is that we might look back on 2018 Roblox with such fondness, not only because of the nostalgia, but also because life was simpler back then. You may remember having so much fun back then, not necessarily because Speed Simulator is worthy of a Game of the Year nomination, but more so because you had less responsibilities. Modern Roblox has taught me that kids love simplistic games. Steal a Brainrot and Grow a Garden have had the highest player count of any game ever. Souls RNG has 1.6 billion visits and still has 50,000 active players. And this was the entire game. Oh, so what you're saying is, well, you wouldn't play these games now, you would if you were much younger. What? No, I was a dumb kid, but I wasn't fucking brain dead. But seriously though, your taste may have just changed over time. Maybe now you're into RPGs with a specific type of combat. In which, yeah, just keep waiting for LCs, buddy. Maybe you played Pet Simulator when it first came out, and you thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. Now you own a dog and have to buy your own bread. Where was I going with this? As you got older, you started yearning for more complex and well-made games. There's a whole new generation of children for developers to exploit for monetary gain. For the most part, we just aren't the target audience anymore. I feel like David Baszucki has lost the plot.
What has led you to this point, and how do you think of the problem of predators on Roblox?
We think of it not necessarily just as a problem, but an opportunity.
The first sign of the corporatization of Roblox was the replacement of traditional events with brand deals that no one cared about. The next bright red flag was whatever they were trying to do with Metaverse Champions.
Everything changed when
Roblox entered the stock market. After that point, Roblox's interest shifted from its player base to its shareholders. The reason you may feel that Roblox isn't fun anymore, maybe because you have a somewhat developed mind now that can understand and comprehend all this coming stuff going on in the background. They aren't making updates with you in mind anymore. There was no reason for them to try and remove static faces. No reason. It's a complete waste of resources. The solution for the predator problem wasn't hiring more mods. In hindsight, that wouldn't really have solved the problem. Or severing the off-platform connections. No, it was an AI verification system that arguably made the problem worse. Because that's probably the only thing that would appease their shareholders after countless worldwide bans and lawsuits regarding child safety. And I know that it's been announced that Roblox is no longer removing R6 and 2D clothing, but the fact that it was ever considered in the first place is genuinely insane, genuinely crazy. Like it or not, Roblox is a social platform. It always has been. And to see it shoot itself in the foot like this is... I don't know, man. Over the years, I've seen social platforms change. They stop being about community. They start heavily pushing advertising. They start heavily censoring people who are talking about sensitive topics that would hurt their social standing. They start collecting your sensitive information. And I don't know. Call it naivete if you will, but I thought I'd always be able to go back to my online Lego game